Hey guys, it's Zoe from CA Reptiles, and today we're going to be talking about iguana myths and misconceptions. Alright, so myth number 1. Iguanas can eat bugs. No. Nope. Green iguanas cannot eat bugs. They can't eat your dog food. They can't
eat cat food. They don't want your house spiders or your flies or your ladybugs.
Iguanas cannot have animal protein. It can cause organ damage, among other things. This is a good source of protein for your iguanas. Is alfalfa. We can't find any alfalfa around us, so we bought bunny treats and shredded it up into little alfalfa grains. So daily I sprinkle this on his food and he gets his protein without eating any bugs. Myth number 2. Iguanas will only grow to the size of the cage you put them in. Iguanas, regardless of their cage size, will grow to probably 5 to 6 feet in length. This means if you keep them in a 20 to 30 gallon tank, they're gonna have health issues because they do not have room for their body size. Iguanas should have an enclosure that fits their size. They are arboreal, so it needs to be tall so that they can climb and feel like they are in a tree. Big enclosures. Very big enclosures. Myth number 3. Heat rocks are a good source of heat for my iguana. Please, 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 please do not use heat rocks for your iguanas or for any of your reptiles. They have been known to short, which can not only shock your iguana, but can lead to the rock severely overheating and burning your reptiles, not just iguanas but reptiles. And since iguanas are arboreal, they sense heat from the top, which most reptiles do, not from their bellies. So when they are sitting on these rocks, all they know is that they are warm, but they don't know just how warm. Many iguanas get burned by their heat rocks. For good sources of heat, I recommend a ceramic heat emitter. They provide lots of heat, but no light, so they are awesome, especially for nighttime. Or a mercury vapor bulb. A lot of these are UVB and heat combined. I have one of these for Arcadius and it is perfect because it says basking and UVB all in one. Love it. Highly recommend. So for Arcadius I use a mega ray bulb. This is 100 watt and it's UVA and UVB and heat combined into one. People also use Arcadia bulbs and Power Sun bulbs. You can find these usually at your local pet stores. Iguana myth number 4. Iguanas don't need to see a vet. They're a reptile. Reptiles don't need to go to the vet. This one gets me, and I understand it. We never took Zephyr, my leopard gecko, to the vet either. All animals should see a vet at some point, but animals like an iguana, which are much more needy as a reptile species, should have a vet that they can go and see, especially when they have problems like gout or metabolic bone disease or any of the other kidney problems. They require such specific things that they are an animal that should see a vet, similar to your dogs or your cats. Myth number 5. My UVB light is still working. I must not need it replaced. So what a lot of people don't know is that just because your UVB light is working doesn't mean that it is working. After a while, your UVB light will still produce light, but the amount of UVB it gives off goes way down. So everyone says after 6 months or so, you should replace your UVB light. I think a good purchase to make would be a solar meter, so that you can actually see how much UVB your light is giving off. They are very expensive though. I personally don't have one, but I would like to have one someday. think Arcadius is actually due for a new UVB soon. The Megaries tend to last longer than the other store-bought PetSmart UVBs, but he will be needing a new one soon. Iguana myth number 6. My iguana's near the window. He's getting plenty of UVB. So what a lot of people don't realize is that UVB does not go through things like your window screens, plastic. It doesn't go through a lot of stuff. So your UVB isn't going through your window. You can open the window, UVB still isn't going through. The only way for your animal to get the UVB it needs is by buying a UVB bulb and providing it with their enclosure. Myth number 7. Oh, iguanas are so easy to feed. They can just eat lettuce or spinach or kale, things I put in my smoothies. I got those in the fridge. Please do not feed your iguanas lettuce or kale or spinach. Lettuce, for one, has no nutritional value, and spinach and kale
are high in goitrogens and oxalates.
I will be doing another video on iguana nutrition, so I'll talk a little bit more about calcium there and the foods, what you should, what you shouldn't feed, and why. But basically, just don't feed your everyday greens. Go and get things like collard greens, turnip greens, mustard greens, and dandelion greens that have an accurate 2-to-1 ratio. In fact, some of them are higher in calcium than phosphorus. My favorite to feed is collard greens. That is the best green you could possibly give them. So if you don't know what to get collard greens. Definitely. Don't do kale, spinach, or romaine, iceberg. They're not a person. They are a lizard, and they like fancy greens that will cost you some money. Reptile myth number 8. Oh, that iguana is only like $15. They're so cheap and affordable. Your iguana might be cheap, but let me tell you, the big enclosure you need, definitely not cheap. The food they need, fresh produce adds up. You can't just go and buy a giant bag of cat food and have it last a while. You need fresh greens, fresh veggies, and fresh fruits. Very expensive. Not to mention the price of good bulbs. If a bulb is cheap and affordable, it's not good. The best UVB bulbs and heat bulbs are the ones that make your bank account cry. Alright guys, that's it for this video today. I hope you learned something, especially if you were looking to buy an iguana. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe below so you don't miss out on more videos. Got a lot planned, a lot coming your way, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.